It's Man City versus Arsenal. It's the title running, and this is a 6-pointer. No doubt about that. It's a definite 6-pointer from your direct title rival. As usual in my preview, I'll start with my combined 11 and we'll get a little bit into the game. And of course, as usual, based on form, based on fitness, Bukayo Saka apparently is a doubt. Do not fall for the mind tricks that Mikel Arteta is trying to play. He pulled him out of international duty. The only thing that Saka went to England to do was to advertise his new Nando's peri peri sauce or something like that, and then he left. Well, it was just a precaution. He should be fine to start. He should be fine to play. Same thing with Pep Guardiola and Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne, I would like to think that he is not injured at all. He should be fully fit. He should have passed all the fitness tests. He should start that game. Do not fall for the mind tricks that both these managers are trying to play. City have confirmed that John Stones and Kyle Walker are out. Keeper will have to go with David Raya because Ortega doesn't get a lot of game time. We don't see him much, and Ramsdale, we know in this season is not even Arsenal's number one. So David Raya at the back for my keeper. Right back will have to go with Ben White. Even if Kyle Walker was fit, this season Kyle Walker has not been up to scratch. Yes, he has off-field problems, but Ben White has been killing it for Arsenal at right back. He's even coming into the middle inverted. Nothing that Ben White can't do right now. And centre back, I will definitely go with William Saliba and Ruben Dias. Yes, Gabriel has chipped in with a few important goals and he has been fairly solid this season. But if we're having a final and we have a once-off game final this weekend, who would I choose between Gabriel and Ruben Dias? I'm definitely going with Ruben Dias. So that's my partnership. William Saliba, Ruben Dias, and then at left back I'm taking Nathan Ake. Nathan Ake has been one of City's most consistent performers this season. Yes, I know he made that mistake against Liverpool, but out of all the defenders at City, actually he's been the one performing at the highest level. I am not having Zinchenko at left back. We know he's a liability in games like this, and he tends to be caught napping a lot defensively, although his attacking play is one of the best, and playing that inverted fullback position, he's one of the best at that. And Kiwior as well, he's deputized solidly at left back, and I think he's grown into the role. But at left back I'm still going with Nathan Ake. In the middle between Rodri and Rice, yes, we have to pair them together. They play the same position, but we know that Rodri operates at a higher level. Declan Rice for me has been signing of the season so far. He's been so important to Arsenal and where they are in the league. He's chipped in with a lot of important goals and assists, and he's been playing very well. He's having a great season and should be in probably contender for team of the season. But Rodri is just a better player. Whatever Rice has been doing, Rodri has been doing too. And Rodri's goals have sealed a lot of 3 points for Manchester City. They've been so important. A lot of 3 points and a lot of draws. Rodri is just better. Yes, his discipline this season did cost Man City, but if we're having again a final, who would I want to pick between Declan Rice and Rodri? I would go Rodri. I would understand if someone would like to say they'd have Rice and Rodri, but then who would be playing the number 10? Because for me, my midfield would be Rodri, Kevin De Bruyne and Odegaard. Because we have Rodri, who is better defensively than Rice, we do have that defensive stability as well as with the defense that we've picked. So we are able to play both Odegaard and Kevin De Bruyne. Odegaard more operating as an 8 and Kevin De Bruyne as a 10. I don't think anyone has any complaints about that. On the right, I'm going Bukayo Saka. That's his position between the two teams. He will definitely dominate my right wing. He's my obvious choice, the star boy. He just has to come up in games like this. Bukayo Saka's best games are actually at the Emirates Stadium, and he doesn't tend to score a lot away at the traditional Big Six. So this is the time for him to really step up and grab the game by the scruff of the neck and pull something really significant for Arsenal. And then on the left, I'll definitely have Phil Foden, generational talent for Man City. We know that Foden has been one of City's best attackers this season, and for me, he has been the best, and he has been very versatile this season. He's played on the left, he's played on the right, he's played through the middle because of De Bruyne's injuries and City's injuries, maybe due to Jack Grealish as well when he was not available. But Phil Foden would make my other wing, and up top, definitely we're going with Haaland. I am not having Kai Havertz or Gabriel Jesus. We know that Kai Havertz has really grown into the role and is probably the most improved player of the Premier League this season. And he has, I think, something like 5 goals in his last 8 games, which is very important. But we can't overlook Haaland. Yes, he's missed a lot of big chances this season. He should be on more than 20 goals already, but he's still top scorer. For someone who's really having a poor season, I don't think you would ignore one of the best finishers in the game when doing a combined 11, even if he's a little bit off form, because he's off form, he's still top scorer. With that being said, that's my combined 11 for City. Arsenal, 3 league titles in the last 3, going for a 4th, coming off a treble. Yes, it is a master versus the apprentice game. Arteta comes off Pep Guardiola's hands, and he's done really well. No major trophy as yet. Yes, he's won the League Cup, the Carabao Cup, he's won the FA Cup with Arsenal, and he's also won the Community Shield. But I am not having Arteta just yet. He's really yet to establish himself in the top ranks of European football as well. Arsenal on a good run, still in the Champions League quarterfinal. Arsenal needs to learn from the experience of last season, the pain, channel it into being able to deal with the pressure. With that being said, that's my combined 11. I hope you liked it. Just getting into the game, it will be an amazing game. It's a big one. Will Arsenal be able to exercise the demon that is Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium? Yes, we know in the first leg, Arsenal won 1-0, deflected Martinelli goal. But that was the first time Arsenal had beaten Man City in the league in about 5 years. So that's a good start. However, they have not won at the Etihad Stadium in almost 10 years. The last one that I remember was when Santi Cazorla was playing, and I think Cazorla was man of the match and Olivier Giroud scored the 2nd goal. And yes, that's how long it has been since Arsenal has won at the Etihad Stadium. And the last time they got a draw was a 2-2 draw, if I remember correctly, with Alexis Sanchez being on the score sheet for Arsenal. Arsenal just need to pay City the little bit of respect and not make it an open game, not try go toe-to-toe. They lost both their games last season when they were trying to go toe-to-toe with Man City. Just Man City has a different quality, and yes, this is an improved Arsenal side. I think making it an open game, it does not suit Arsenal at all. I think Man City will win an open game. They should pay Man City a little bit of respect, but do not fear them. Take care of the ball when they have it. I do not know if Arsenal will go with Jorginho in the middle. I thought maybe these were the type of games where a Thomas Partey and a Declan Rice partnership in CDM would work perfectly, because Jorginho again can get overrun in the midfield. So Arsenal just has to take care of the ball though, and Jorginho is important for that sort of thing. If Arsenal, they need to get on the ball, they need to not fear City and attack, and we know that City has been vulnerable in defense this season. Arsenal have also been pretty solid in defense, so it is looking good for Arsenal. They've improved in all sort of departments, but for me, it's a mental game. If Arsenal feel like they can get something away from that game, if the players do not get intimidated by Man City and the players and the Etihad Stadium, if they don't look at the records and go in with a fresh mind and a fresh perspective, then they can get something out of a game. But with City, they will look to dominate the game, because there is a subplot, which is the fact that these two could get each other in the Champions League semi-final if Arsenal beat Bayern and if City beat Real Madrid. So this could be the first of 3 important games between these two clubs. So this is set up to be an absolutely amazing game. Hopefully we get a Premier League classic. The goals have been flowing since the international break, so we hope for an entertaining game as well, and we just really want to see both these teams go at it. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please stay tuned. I will do a reaction after the game, and please subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Enjoy the game. Bye-bye.